Hello, my name is Mercury, and welcome to this brand new episode of Me Faye. Today, I'm alone, and I'll be discussing the network test for Elden Ring Nightreign, which was conducted 3 months ago, almost 3 months ago. This episode was supposed to come out a month ago. Whoops! I have not kept up with any of the what you call it any of the any of the April episodes. This is the first episode. This is the first April episode I'm recording, and it's coming out in May. So yeah, this was supposed to come out on the very first month of April. On the very first month of what the fuck? On the very first day of April. And yeah, no, that didn't happen. But I'm hopefully going to catch up this summer officially to all the episodes that we haven't put out yet. Um, I'm recording this in advance to another episode that I'm doing, which will be hopefully releasing the same. These will be releasing the same day. But yeah, no. I also have finals. So that's fun. But yeah, this is gonna be a very tough week. Hopefully, I don't fucking kill myself at the end of it. What I'm hoping is I know that we're gonna be behind on some episodes from May. We are currently behind on 2, but that's not terrible, to be completely honest. But I know tomorrow's the 6th. Like, yeah, we're gonna be late on another episode. What I'm hoping is that at least I keep at a pace where I'm delivering more episodes than ones that get delayed. So eventually we'll go back. That's been the Anime series season 4 is 21 episodes. I am the worst at binge watching, but I'll hopefully get that done in like 2 days. I'll divide into 2 days of watching 11 episodes in one day and then 10 in another. That's gonna be the fucking end of me. I know it because I can't focus on that. But yeah, hopefully I'll I'll actually do I'll actually catch up on the episodes and hopefully go back to the or well not even go back to go back to the three episodes a week schedule that I've been so hard to keep, but it didn't happen. Hopefully we'll actually do it. I know 3 episodes a week is probably gonna be a lot for some people, but I just want to I just want to kind of have that, and we'll hopefully get on that soon. But yeah, Elden Ring Nightreign. I will say this: I have almost never played a Soulsborne game. This is like my first kind of full experience of a Soulsborne. I have played a little bit of Bloodborne, and by a little bit I mean legitimately like 44 minutes. I That's the only one I've ever played. I've played some Souls-like games, specifically the Jedi series, or Jedi series, maybe by Respawn. That is the closest I've been to actually playing a game like that and completing it. I know that's not the most accurate comparison, but that is the closest I've ever been to actually finishing a game, playing it all the way through. And yeah, no, this is my first experience of a full-on Soulsborne game, and a new one at that. I don't know if I'm gonna get this game. Being full out, I am going to go on a little journey, going through all of the Soulsborne games. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna just play them all. I know that that I can't start Demon Souls. I probably still have to. I mean, I'll substitute Demon Souls for the remake, but I'll do the remake when it actually released, which was a launch exclusive for PlayStation, and I think it still is. I'm not sure. Sorry, you're the fucking chair. But yeah, Demon Souls, at least the remake, is fuck. Where is the remake? Here we go. The remake is PS5 exclusive. But yeah, I'm gonna count it just because, and also Demon Souls is also PlayStation exclusive. So yeah, I can't do much really. I really can't do much about that. All I can really do is just kind of, I don't know. Say that I technically played it by playing Demon Souls, although Demon Souls has not gone on fucking a good sale for a good bit. I haven't seen it go for a good price. But yeah, I'll substitute it that, but I'll probably play it in between those games. I'll look at From Software. But yeah. All right. So I don't know what to really say aside from that, but yeah, just I'll go on a little journey across the the Soulsborne games eventually. I know there's a new one coming out called the Dustbloods, which is, I'm gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it, at least with me and Rakami. We're gonna talk about it not soon, well, yeah, soon, when we talk about the presentation, the Nintendo presentation, which we have a lot to say about that. But yeah, I think that Dustbloods is a not a good name. I don't think it's a good name. But yeah, it's gonna be a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive, which is interesting. But yeah, I guess without further ado, let's begin with my kind of first experience, and also, yes, for those of you who don't know this, the network test for Elden Ring Nightreign was held in like late February, and it was only for console players, Xbox players, and PlayStation players. There was no PC network test, which is weird. I actually know why. I remember why. Really recently. Like right now, I remember why. It's because I guess From Software didn't want the game to be playable, like on PC, because for those you don't know, like for example, I guess, the game would go offline when servers officially go offline, but some people would probably be able to run it on private servers that they own and kind of get through that block that From Software would have made on PC, and they would have been able to play the game essentially 3 months ahead of release. This is what happened to the Monster Hunter Wilds beta, where people could unlock it by modding it, and they could just play the game. I'm not sure if it'll work if they could like run private servers like that on such a new game. I'm not sure if that's what they did with Monster Hunter with the Wilds beta, if they could play it online. But I know people modded that beta to be able to, at least in the PC, to be able to play it whenever they want. And From Software probably didn't want that to happen, or something, like, at least something similar to happen. So there was no PC network test. So if you're gonna be a PC player when this game comes out, which, I mean, is anyone gonna have it? fucking PC port. Yeah, it is. I mean, oh yeah, yeah, no, it is gonna be. There is gonna be a PC version for the game when it comes out, and it's coming out fairly soon. It was announced 5 months before its release. That's why I'm not late to this, because it's coming out May 5th. Exactly 25 days from when I'm recording this, which is yeah. I'm not late to it, unlike some other things that we had planned. But yeah, yeah, cool. It's coming out this month for those of you who are excited for it, and it's gonna be at a. It's not gonna be full price. It's gonna be $40. $40. People. It's apparently not gonna be. It's gonna be multiplayer, yes, but it's not gonna be in like. It's not gonna be like a live service. It's not have like. It's not gonna have a live service elements to it. It's just gonna be a multiplayer game. That's all it's gonna be. I think there should be a distinction between live service and multiplayer, where live service is act is like a free. Is like I wouldn't consider live service games to be full priced. I consider live service to be free with seasonal content like seasons, like how Fortnite, Marvel Rivals, Overwatch, all they do it, and battle passes are in there, microtransactions, and all that shit. Like things that have live service elements, but they are not intrinsically live service games. I think live service games have to have a very, very specific criteria for it to be live service. Like some of the things I listed, it has to be multiplayer, it has to be online all the time, like that. A multiplayer game is not live service, but a live service game is always going to be multiplayer. It's always going to be connected to the internet. You're not going to be able to play it offline. All that stuff. It's going to have a continuous update thing, almost never fucking dying. And seasons and all that stuff with like cosmetics and battle passes and all that shit. That's what I think a live service game should be officially. That's the criteria for a live service game. Which this doesn't fall in, and a lot of other games don't fall in. So, yeah, no. That's what I think. Some live service could probably be paid, to be completely honest. It's just like I think like the paid thing can be can be like optional if you, I guess, provide a service like if you make it less predatory. That's what I think. I think that if you make it less predatory, then yeah, like that should be the trade-off for being paid. But yeah, this isn't one of them, which I'm glad to see. From Software isn't delving into that. I think it's cool that they're delving into multiplayer games. Sure, the Soulsborne series has had its multiplayer elements to it, but it's never been a focus. It's always and now they are putting a focus on it, and that's cool. And that's also going to be the case for Dustblood. So I think that From Software is definitely experimenting with what they can do with the formula, and that's cool to see. Yeah, let's get into the actual fucking beta test. So let's start off with like I guess the biggest issue, really, the network issues. This this network test on launch had a lot of network test issues, and if you played on Xbox, you might have not experienced them. That's because it was fucking segmented to PlayStation. God fucking damn it. Okay, so it's awful. It's fucking awful. Okay, so I want to say, around like mid. No, not mid. It wasn't mid. It wasn't. It was like early. No, yeah, it was early. It was early February, I believe. Sony PS5 D. Is it DDoS? February 2025. Network. Okay. Here you go. Yeah, another global outage. So on October 1st, 2024, I don't even fucking know what I was doing back then. But the services went down for 7 hours. And then on February 8th, the the servers also went off for almost 24 hours. And this was like the week before this. So PlayStation had a lot of issues, I think, with network. So when a lot of people logged into Nightreign, the like pretty much nobody could play the beta aside from Xbox players who I don't know why they could play, but they could. I was under the impression this was gonna be. I mean, if they asked you what fucking platform, I mean, no. I was gonna say, if they asked me what platform it is, it's probably for a fucking reason. I mean, yeah, to give you the correct code, but I was also gonna ask like, why would it be that way? But yeah, no. PlayStation with Nightreign suffered another outage, which prevented players from playing it for the first session. Some players, a lot of players, couldn't play the game within the first session, and they and I was one of the ones that was affected. They did make a separate a new session, so PlayStation players could play it. So can play the amount of sessions that they were promised. Yeah, I was one of those affected people who could not play the network test on its first on its first go, even though I woke up early. I woke up early to play that shit, and it just didn't work. And I couldn't play it for the rest of the weekend until the very, very, very last session. Last 3-hour session. Now I gotta say, I did play one session before the but I think it kicked us out or something, or we all died. I don't remember what it was. But yeah, I'm actually playing one session before that, and I played, I think, 3 more sessions on the very last on the very last session. I couldn't play for the rest of the weekend. I couldn't play the compensatory. Is that what I say? Like I couldn't play the session that they that the compensatory new session that they did for PlayStation players. So yeah, I only got to play one session of like the 7 that actually came out for the thing. And the thing is, I thought I was gonna be able to play 3. The problem is that on the website, the website, I had the hours wrong. So there we go. This should be it. Yeah, so it had the hours wrong. Oh no, wait, no. Well, I mean, this says some other thing. This is from the So obviously we had the one from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. I'm pretty sure that those were accurate. But then like the other ones were really weird. There was one that uh, I thought that I was only gonna be able to play the last two, but I was only able to play the last one. Uh, and yeah, no, that was just because the hours were wrong on the website, and I thought I was gonna be able to play the other ones, but nope, I didn't have it. So here we go. Now, no, I see the problem. Does anyone? Uh, PST. Am I stupid? Didn't it say like another? I thought it was different. Maybe I am stupid, but yeah, it was like the times were off. For the first time, but so I only got to play one session. But in that one session, I did play uh 3 rounds of it, and I managed to complete one. In that round that I actually completed, we one of the guys left. One of the people I was playing with left. So yeah, that was fun. That was 3 people against the Tricephalus, was it? Nightreign. Gladius. Yeah, I managed to beat Gladius one time, and the others were complete busts. The usual expeditions were 40 minutes. That's what I noticed. And the only reason why I managed to fucking beat it is because we didn't get. I'll get into that later. But yeah, I only managed to beat it because of one specific thing. But yeah, network issues were a bitch to deal with. I only got to play one session fully. So yeah, that was terrible, terrible. But it was fixed, and I saw a lot of people say that uh that people should go with it. That's what a network test is for. However, I signed up to play a fucking game, so I want it to work. you know, especially after having such a bad taste in the mouth after the incident, after the network shutdown that happened the week prior for PlayStation. I think I would want to play a game that I woke up early for. That's just me, but yeah, that's what I think. You know. Yeah, so move on to the graphics and performance. Honestly, this game didn't perform badly for me. It did at first because I had it on prioritized performance instead of prioritized frame rate. And for a game like Elden Ring or like just any Soulsborne games, you kind of want to have frames. you want to have more frames so you can dodge and like iframe do things better. But at least that's my understanding of it. I don't actually know if lesser frames is better for iframe dodging, but yeah, it was kind of choppy on performance. And when I switched to prioritize frame rate, it was pretty good. And honestly, the game looks really, really good. No real complaints here. It's just that I think the performance mode, I think 30 FPS is kind of not sustainable for this type of game. But honestly, aside from that, there's not much to say in this area. I really, it's something that I don't really understand that other games don't do, and this series of games did is the Spider-Man series does a performance RTX mode, where in it, for example, we have the graphic settings, the performance settings, uh, prioritize the actual performance of the game. plus having like ray tracing, but it has 30 FPS. And graphics has no ray tracing, but 60 FPS. And later, for pretty much I think every game except two, maybe I don't know, they have a performance RTX mode, which is 60 FPS plus ray tracing. Now, I don't know if that's a really tax heavy thing to do, but I have not seen any other games implement that ever. So I'm wondering if it's possible, then why not do it? I don't know. Again, I don't know if it's resource heavy, but yeah, no, it's just kind of wondering for me, like why is this a thing? It just kind of confuses me. That's really it. There's nothing more. There's nothing more aside from that. It's just that it confuses me a little bit that this is something that happens. But yeah. Um. So yeah, moving on to the actual gameplay of it. Let's talk about the classes. I know that there are multiple classes. They're gonna be in the full game. I mean, obviously, but there's more classes than we got here. So yeah, no. But these all have their different abilities. Like for example, I forgot what it was called. Give me a second. Nightreign classes. Here we go. The Wilder, the Guardian, the Knight, the Duchess, and the Recluse. So these all different abilities. I played the Wilder for most of my runs. I just thought him to be the best one, really. I play a little. I try to play Recluse. I'm just not. I just didn't think it was that. That I just didn't really care all that much for the magic stuff. The Duchess. I played a little bit, at least like after the run where I actually beat Gladius. And I started off with the Guardian, but I didn't really I didn't really play him aside from that. But yeah, I played the Wilder for my run with where I beat Gladius, and he's a pretty fun class. To be completely honest, I didn't I by the time that I actually started playing the game, most people probably had like the rundown and stuff. So yeah, but I know it's gonna be more. Apparently, the aside from the four that we got, there's gonna be the Iron Eye, the Raider, the Executor, and the Revenant. So it's gonna be in the full game. Yeah, I play a little bit of all, and I think they're quite fun to play around with and all that. But I don't know how much customization is gonna be there. I know that. I know that that you can like go around and like pick up weaponry and stuff. So yeah, that's a thing. But aside from that, I don't know. I really don't know what else they could add. Really. So yeah, I don't know. Just let's just say I just don't know. But yeah, I'm interested how the others like have their abilities. I haven't seen any of the other trailers that show it off, but yeah. Next up are the bosses. I think Glad is a lot of fun. I didn't think he was bullshitty at all. I thought that most of the actual bosses were really fun. I'm obviously a noob at Soulsborne. I was panic dodging, panic rolling. I was attacking wildly, no strategy, just. But I beat it. I managed to get through it all. However, there's one fucking boss in this play in it that ruined my entire into ruined runs. Okay, so for for uh for context, For context, and I guess I'll get into the gameplay loop a little. So, the Elden Ring Nightreign gameplay loop is mostly centered around you picking up stuff around the map, and it progressing through like every day. So every day you go in and you collect loot and stuff and beat a boss at the end of the day. And that's how you progress through the days. And at the end of day 3, you get to beat the expedition boss. However, the run and also there's a bunch of like mini bosses around the map that you can fight for better loot. However, the bosses that we had to go through, where it's one boss, it was a run ender for me. I think that the run that I managed to go through was, I'm pretty sure, the first one was Sent to be Demon, then Fell Omen, and then finally Gladius. That was the run that I actually got to go through. Every run with the motherfucking Demi-Human Queen and Demi-Human Swords Master, I lost that run. It was not fun. They are not fun. Swordmaster's too fast. People don't focus on it. It's a pain in the ass. It ruins every run. I don't like it. I did not like that boss. But every other boss that was fun. And the Centipede Demon is a boss that returns from Dark Souls 1, I believe. Yeah, day 1 boss. Does Feldman say day 2? Day 2 boss. I know that it probably goes Demi-Human. It probably goes Demi-Human. The other one is probably Demi-Human, Draconic Tree Sentinel, and then Gladius. But the one I got is but the one that I actually managed to get through Gladius is Sent with Demon Fell Omen Gladius. Ooh. Yeah, that was rough getting through that. Yeah, no, the bosses were a lot of fun, except that one motherfucker. That one motherfucker ruined runs. But yeah, the bosses are fun. It's just that it just like kind of sucks to have a day 1 boss be that bullshitty. It's not like the other bosses are even like terrible. It's just that one boss that really ruins runs for a lot of people, because a lot of people like it's a lot of team effort for a day 1 boss. You know, like you're not gonna have enough loot or enough good loot to really get through it. So it's just gonna suck. It's just gonna suck major ass. Yeah. Delving back into the gameplay loop a little. I mean, I like it. I like the gameplay loop a lot. I don't mind it. The only thing I really don't like is the fact that a lot of the storm that's around the map, it really progresses a lot faster, and it's not really clear when it's gonna progress, and it's not like Fortnite or anything like that. It's fucking stupid that I'm comparing it to Fortnite, but it's not like there's not enough. I think there's enough time to really get through it all. So yeah, no, I think that if they sort of make the storm more obvious, like how it's progressing and stuff, I think it'll be better, because I think it just doesn't work. It's not that it doesn't work. It goes too fast, and you're mostly gonna get caught up in the storm with there's a lot of verticality and stuff. So I think they should really fix that. I really do. And also, sure, you go on expeditions, all the expeditions and stuff. I hope that it's more than one map that we go through, because having just the one map and having I know it's gonna be more than one a Night Lord expedition, but having just the one map, I think it'll be stale after a while. Yeah, That's the only thing I can really, I think they can really improve on, is the fact that they have to tidy up the sword mechanic a little to make it more obvious as to like how it's coming. Maybe make it a little bit slower, and also to tidy up the fucking demi-human enemies or the demi-human boss. And also, I think everything else is fine. Again, like defeating enemies, take the currency you do to upgrade material, to upgrade weaponry, the level stuff. I think it's fine. Like I don't mind it at all. I think it's all really cool. It's just that the storm. I think they need to fix it. I hope there's more than one map. I hope that it becomes a lot more. It's a lot like just polished in the final game, which is probably that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a lot more polished in the final game. This beta was from 3 months prior. So yeah, something I want to mention that's just kind of off topic, but this is kind of similar to. I mean, we did do beta things, but this is kind of similar to what we take to another network test that we wanted to do like a while ago, which was the Nintendo Switch Sports one. However, the reason why I'm talking about the reason why we never did that is because Nintendo apparently made it so the people who participated in it couldn't talk about it, or they'd be like stricken down and stuff. So yeah, no, that's why we didn't do it. But here, we didn't get any clause, so I can talk about it, and people stream the fucking thing. So yeah, I don't mind it. Yeah. Moving on from that, I think this game has a lot of potential to really show, I guess, what. To moving on to like the last point, I'm done with talking about the game. I think it has a lot of potential, definitely. I would just see how they would do it. I'm guessing they're gonna do like maybe like updates and stuff, like more like title update ish, like Monster Hunter title updates ish, instead of being like full seasons of stuff that they'll be adding. Maybe like a few classes here and there. I don't know how it's gonna work. I don't think they're gonna do seasons. It's not gonna be completely live service, like I said at the beginning. Right, it's like towards like the middle point of this fucking episode, but yeah. I hope that at least it continues on. I think it has the potential of being a really fun game. I think it's a really fun game to play with other people. I'm not sure how like the party mechanic is gonna work in this game, like when it launches. But yeah, that's what I think. So yeah, we'll see how this game goes when it releases later this month. You know, I just hope it's good. I like what I played. I think I'm really hooked on Soulsborne. I'll be playing Bloodborne as like my first one because I got it free for from the PS Plus collection. RIP the PS Plus collection. That was a really good deal for a lot of really good games. So yeah, no, I enjoyed the network test. I hope it turns out like well. I hope there's no network issues on launch for PlayStation specifically. You know, and I really want, and I think that this game should succeed and be like a staple in these multiplayer games in this sort of genre, and sort of also maybe show off like whatever mistakes that FromSoft has made with this game, polish it up in for future updates or even in Duskbloods, and at least learn from those mistakes. Yeah, we'll see. You know, that's really about it. Elden Ring Nightreign is coming out May 30th of this year. So if you want to purchase it, you can purchase it now, and it sounds like a fucking shill. But yeah, check it out if you think it's worth checking out. It's coming out this month. But another game that's really cool, Doom Dark Ages, is also coming out this month. So I've already made my purchase. I've already bought the game I wanted to buy. So yeah, what did you guys think about the Elden Ring Nightreign network test? Leave in the comments below. All our socials in the description. If you're listening to this on Spotify, follow us if you think if you like our content, and rate us if you think we're good or bad, or any of those things. If you're on YouTube, subscribe if you want to learn, if you want to see more of our content. Like if you liked the episode, dislike it if you disliked it. Share around if you think it's worth sharing. And that's about it. See ya.